Hello, hello, hello. What's up? How are yous? Filming this on the eclipse day. Hopefully we stay alive after this. Anyways, I have made a small point guard build. I've posted a couple videos of me playing with this build recently. One build I'm showcasing the speed of this build. We get Hall of Fame speed booster. Very fun to play with. I think this is the easiest build to get open with that I've made so far this year. And the other build, or the other video I made showing off this build, I showed off the 98-3. Agent 3 HOF, Blinders HOF, just a disgusting build here. Mainly for people that run with friends, have locks on your team, maybe just normal two-ways on your team, or maybe you and your friend play and your friend's a center and you want to do a pick and roll offense in the rec, or whatever the case may be. You know, this is probably the best build for those circumstances, but I wanted to make this build as well because I feel like we have a pro-am team right now. Our best five, we have an interior big, and I made a 6'6 build with 98 midi and a 94-3 that I like a lot, but there's times where I need to get my shot off a little bit quicker and just be able to rise up or just get a shot off faster. And so I wanted to make this build. I have a build for when we do run a small ball lineup that we like to do. And I have, 94 dunk and 92-3 on that. So that's my 5-out build. So I just wanted to try a 6'4 build. I'm a vet 1. So at Superstar 3 or Starter 3 or whatever it's called, you get the Patty Mills base. So I wouldn't make this build if you don't have Patty Mills base. I think that makes this build not great. I still stand by saying that I'd rather have a 6'6 point guard than a 6'4 point guard. Just both sides of the ball, it makes more sense for my play style. But anyways, I wanted to make a build that was disgusting, smaller, and I could have used Patty Mills. So let's get right into it. 6'4", 175 pounds, 6'5 wingspan. You need the 6'5 wingspan for a 98-3. Okay, let's get right into it. So we're going to do our physicals first. We're going to come down here. The way that I did speed booster is the cheapest way to do it. So I did a 92 speed. Most people that I think are way better at the game than me would do Excel, but it's just too expensive, and I wanted to be able to do a little bit more than just shoot threes. And then that's pretty much all we're touching right there. Your vert has to be 62 because of your speed, so that's kind of the tough part with getting speed booster. I'll show a video, or I'll show this build without speed booster HOF and show what I would probably do. But I mean, really fast build. Dexing is insane with this build too with 92 speed. But anyways, let's keep going into this thing. Let's do the finishing out of the way, or get the finishing out of the way, because quite honestly, it's not that important. You're not going to finish with this build, unfortunately, but you are going to get 75 driving layup, Giant Slayer gold. You need 74, but I think at some point 75 it has to be, because you're going to have a 95 ball handle. And then just because we can do it, we're going to do standing dunks, so we have 48, just so that you can get some sort of animation when you do get stuff under the rim. This doesn't happen a ton where you're able to get a standing dunk, but we didn't have any more attribute points to spend anywhere else, and standing dunk's just really cheap. All right, so obviously we have speed booster HOF, so let's get right into that. 81 pass accuracy. Damian Lillard pass style is really good. I have a build with 87 pass because I love bailout this year, and you can get LeBron James pass style, but I use Dame Lillard's because I personally think it's better. So I don't have a problem with that right there. You're going to go 95 ball handle and a 91 speed with ball. 91 speed with ball solidifies the speed booster and hyperdrive on HOF. You're going to get the Kyrie dribble style. You're going to get the aggressive something Steve Francis. The Kyrie dribble style is the best dribbling animation this year. I'm pretty sure it was last year too. It's just so easy to speed boost out of. That's why I don't really think you get that 90 speed with ball, not 91, but that's why I don't think you need to have speed booster HOF, because you're flying out of that dribble animation with Kyrie. So speed booster HOF kind of gives you a little bit more of a push off with it, but really nothing crazy with speed booster. I don't know how much I feel it. I have not played pro-am much with this build. I've used it maybe twice, so but in rec it feels really, really good. But I don't want to judge it just yet because I've used it in pro-am a lot. 95, obviously solidifies speed booster HOF, but you also get handles for days HOF. really important, especially if I'm using a ball screen from a big a lot. I'm going to need to be able to dribble as long as I can and be a cheeser. And that's 2K this year, unfortunately. So that's the playmaking. Obviously, you can get any dribble you want. Really like the dribbling on this build. Let's get right into this now. 99 free throw, because in Pro-Am, you know how the free throws be. 98 three-pointer, 84 midi. The 84 midi, I like midi this year. Like I said, I have a build with 98 midi. Obviously, you get every badge in the game with that, but I just love shooting midis this year, so I still wanted to be able to shoot these at a high clip. 84 midi is not bad at all. I think this is the lowest end of elite tier that you can get, and I love it. And then obviously 98 3, Agent 3 HOF improves ability to make pull-up shots from 3-point range. This really just happens a lot too when you quick stop for 3, or you come off the dribble for 3. I think this is the most expensive badge in the game. You know, you can get blinders and Deadeye with midi, and it would be cheaper than doing a 99 3. But, you know, I have a build with blinders HOF. Obviously, this is probably arguably tied for the best badge of the game. I think this is the hardest badge to get this year, other than Limitless 3. Agent 3, just really good for off the dribble. I mean, this is like the Steph Curry badge, so, you know, in Pro-Am, I think this is more than important when it comes to getting your shots. And I'm not the best shooter. Like, obviously, there's a lot of people that are better shooters than me, but, you know, the Agent 3 gives me that little extra boost that I need to hit the shot. And then really, I mean, defense, there's legitimately nothing to talk about. You're spending so many attribute points. Think about it this way. You have a 98 in shooting, you have an 84 in shooting, you have a 95 ball handle in playmaking, and a 91 speed with ball in playmaking. Those are 4 of the most expensive categories, outside of maybe driving dunk, and then 92 speed. So that's 5 categories that you're really going above and beyond what you probably need. But for me, like, I'm trying to be a specialist. I'm trying to be a bucket getter. I'm trying to 3-hunt. I'm trying to get the defense to come over and help on me so that my teammates can get open. Once I start using this build more so in Pro-Am, or more in Pro-Am, excuse me, I'm going to post some gameplay of it in a competitive environment, but, you know, in Rec, this is just so much fun to play with. Defense is irrelevant in Rec. You just got to outscore the other team, obviously. So, really like this build. Obviously, you're going to get Steph Curry comparisons. And, I mean, if you're a guy that likes to 3-hunt, this is the build for you. This is going to be a lot of fun to use. 3-point shot hunter, you're chucking them up. But let me go into, I'm going to do this on the fly, just to see what we can make if we don't have HOF speed booster. I'm a huge fan of gold speed booster. It's 86 speed, 73 excel. You probably don't need that, but now look at how many points you have now. I love midis, so I'd probably do something like this. I love pass. I've fallen in love with 91 pass, so I would probably do something like that. 80 there. I mean, this, you could argue this is better. You know what I mean? You're gonna get, you're not gonna get Steve Francis, which I don't think is do or die, quite honestly. I have a build with 93 ball handle that I love. And, you know, killer combos is what makes that build feel so special. You're still gonna get the 90 speed with ball on this build. The 91 pass act. You know, I have a Tyrese Halliburton build that really got me into YouTube. And in that build video, I have an 89 pass, and someone commented saying you need to try 91. And I really thought that he was just, you know, just saying that so that I can make more content, you know, with pass. I thought it was just kind of overkill, but bailout silver, if you bail out at all, it is unbelievable the passes you can get with this. And then obviously needle threaded gold is unbelievable. Your layup, you're gonna get Trae Young layup. So if you're into floaters at all, you know, that's a broken layup package that you can get. And then we're just upping the standing dunk just because we can. You know, just because, why not? 92, you're going to get Mini Magician HOF, which is definitely elite. I honestly would probably make this build over the one I just made, but The other one's going to be a lot easier to get open, I think, just because of the speed booster HOF. The shooting's probably going to feel roughly the same, but that extra boost to Agent 3 is really, really good. But yeah, this is another version of the build. Either way, don't make this build if you don't have Patty Mills base. You know, if you don't have Patty Mills base, I don't think you should be making a build that's this short, because it's just making it a little harder to use. But this is my point guard that I want to use. I like the speed booster. I like the 98-3. You know, I'm just trying to be a specialist from 3, really. But the second version I showed you, honestly, doesn't look bad at all if you don't want the speed booster, excuse me. So I'm going to try to get some gameplay of this build in Pro-Am here eventually. But in the meantime and in between time, leave a like and comment. Comment if you want to run with me, whether it's Rec or Pro-Am. I'm always trying to get gameplay out, especially if it's, you know, something that you guys want to see and you guys want to be a part of. I'll be more than welcome to have you guys, you know, play with me in Rec or Pro-Am. And yeah, subscribe. We're on the road to 1,000 subs. We just hit 600 subs. So this has been a crazy year. Just really started doing this year. So really appreciate the support. I'll see you in the next video.